Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. I hope you had a nice Christmas with your families and you had a really nice relaxing one. And I hope you're currently enjoying the move upwards we're seeing in the market. So if we actually just, before we browse into this, if we take a look quickly at Bitcoin and look at what Bitcoin's doing, it's been moving in a stable line. And when I say that is, you can see this line here on the chart and you can see we're kind of moving between that line, coming down, then coming back up onto this line. And this looks like stability, even with it looking like it's going down now currently. It could push out into a more stable move. And some people could attribute this to what's going on in the market currently, because if we look at other coins that are completely disassociated to Lunar Classic or Terra as a whole, you'll see that it's just more of a stable move, not going upwards, not going downwards, but sitting on a line. So if we now go over and look at Terra Classic, you can see it's made a move upwards. If we take this from the swing low to the swing high, you're looking at a 26% increase. This is really good, especially for people that hold big bags who are looking for those swings in the market, looking to hold short or long positions. There's nothing that we can do about this. It's just the way crypto is. But this is really good because we can attribute this then again across the Terra ecosystem. If anybody's been watching Anchor and Mirror Protocol, you'll know that I think Mirror Protocol run up by what I think it's like 120 something percent when I checked it last. That's a considerable amount. That's what we like to call really a pump. I know a lot of people would be like, a pump is to the moon, but more or less a 1x is a very good amount of money to make on your initial investment. So now getting on to the more nitty gritty, and we're seeing, so currently we do have a cap on voting power, and that cap is 20%. And we see this because All Nodes has reached up to 20% before, and then obviously they've come down a little bit since, but there's still a cap there nonetheless. And the way I see a proposal like this is it's a band-aid fix. Now, what could we kind of look at in today's kind of economic struggles and the world in itself in a way that people would understand? Well, we have a huge issue with plastic getting into the oceans, right? We can clean the oceans up, we can continue to clean the oceans up, but it's not actually getting to the direct source, is it? So then you could go back and think, well, maybe we should put blocks at rivers to stop the plastic stemming out from the cities, through the sewage systems, out into the rivers, then out into the sea during surges. Okay, but then what is the true root cause of this problem? Well, it's plastic use and plastic consumption. So you really do need to get at that. Now, if we're looking at why is voting power the way it is? So let's head over to the validators list and we can see that, the top nodes do have a lot of voting power. And this is down to what I'm seeing at the moment is a lot of people want to just be given voting power, but there's a fine line between a good validator and a bad validator as to what their ultimate motive is and what they're going to be doing with their commission that they get and what they're going to be doing for the community. And the reason why we have such a poor decentralization of voting power is for the simple fact there's not enough validators doing good things. You need to do stuff, right, to gain trust. You can't just turn up to a job site in real life and expect to be given the foreman's job when really you're a skilled laborer, so to speak, or even lower than that. But each one of these people have more or less earned at some point trust of the community to get the amount that they have delegated with them. Yes, we do need to see a better decentralization of voting power, but we need to get to that, its root problem, which is we need more high quality validators. We need to see more people building, more people involved. And there's also a fine line between people who are building and then people who are coding, people who are doing so many different things. And we've always struggled with the correct people getting seen for the things that they've done. And there's so many people that were part of Terra Rebels that left, they did so much good work, like Marventus, Fafi, people like that. They did great work, and we need to understand who is building and who isn't building, and why have these people not got much voting power, and why are people choosing to delegate with someone like All Nodes? Well, people see All Nodes as the 100% safe choice, and it's a huge misconception because people rent node space from All Nodes. So in effect, they're as secure as All nodes are, because we all use the same server space. If they go down, we go down, right? Not that it's going to happen because of how well built out the system is and the reason why we use it, but we need to understand that looking for band-aid fixes or robbing from Pete to pay Paul is not going to fix something. It's going to prolong, or more or less it's not going to solve the root cause of something. And the root cause right now with voting power is we need high quality validators. We need people who are going to build, people who understand the technology and want to be involved in it, who want to keep furthering the technology and finding new ways to integrate current use cases into what you have. And there's so many problems we have that need solving, and we just need more people. So I believe voting power is earned and it should never be given to people, because that just wouldn't make sense for the people that have worked so hard and struggled and clambered through everything to get to where they are, to then watch another node be given voting power or a cap be put in. It should be a free market in a sense, because if we look at Luna, each one of the validators are what I like to call a high quality validator. Each one of them are building something, they're attributing something. They're not just talking about it, having a say in something that they're not really building, because all of them are. So you see the voting power is very well decentralized. And the reason why a lot of people see this as centralized at the moment is because of the simple fact that the top 7 validators hold a considerable amount of voting power. I mean, even these top validators hold voting power. And if you look at current votes, you'll see certain people that are just voting no with a veto. And it makes no sense for someone to do that other than just to be spiteful. And we just don't need those kind of people in this environment. We need people who are going to put their troubles and issues and anything they've had personal aside to work towards the greater good and help everybody prosper and profit. And like I keep saying to people, instead of dunking on someone, you should be working together to make that person's proposal better. But what it is everybody believes, I think, they have a solution to the problems, and it's always been kind of this one-man mission. So hopefully moving forward and we get a better... The L1 dev team should lay out a defined roadmap this time, and we should know where we're going before we start making our heading towards that direction and paying for things. And that's going to help validators understand where we're heading as a community and what we can build, what we can use, what we can't use. And it's very important for the validator set, especially the active set, to always know the heading of the actual coin, the governance, the technology, everything. If we're going to be integrating into chain, we need to know about that, because myself as a validator building is something that we can utilize and integrate into what we're building and anything we're building in the future. So it really is beneficial for us all to be on that same road, walking towards the same direction, and then people can branch out and build what they need. And the reason why I say this is because what's going to happen is we keep going 2 steps forward, 20 steps back, 5 steps forward, 30 steps backwards, and never actually going anywhere. So this time, 2023, hopefully it's all going to be a bit different. But as to this kind of voting power thing, let me know what you think. I honestly stand by what I've been saying. That's my own personal opinion, but let me know what you think about this. And yeah, just stay safe. That I can't stress this enough. I've had so many messages of people that have been scammed over Christmas, and don't give your monomics out to anyone. Do not put monomics in memos for anything you send. Those monomics are like you giving out your PIN code to your bank, but instead you're giving out your identity card. Like someone could just go to the bank, empty your accounts, and it, you know, at that point you've given it to them. So you do need to be very careful, okay? Beware of anybody pretending to be someone else. Beware of the doppelgangers, scammers, WhatsApp numbers, anything like that. Just stay safe. None of this is financial advice, and I will catch you in the next one. Sure.